Hey everyone, Tim here, Headgear Garage. Today we're going to try to do a quick little project back on the mini Jeep. I have it lifted up off the ground so I can climb underneath it. What we're going to attempt to do is build ourselves a little receiver hitch basically, or just a trailer hitch. I have this bracket here set up with two larger holes in it. It actually will bolt to two bolts that are already in the rear frame of the truck, and I'll show you rear frame of the Jeep, and I'll show you that here when we get back there. And then this is going to bolt to, once that's bolted to the frame, I will bolt this to it. This I have it marked up. We're going to cut it off in two different spots. This will end up being what I mount the hitch that comes back out from under the vehicle to this. This will mount to this, and this whole thing will mount to the Jeep. And I also have two brackets that'll go into here and here that'll go up underneath the Jeep. I have these little brackets here bent up that will go up underneath and mount to everything. And that'll give me that additional support for pulling so that it doesn't just bend it straight up. So we're gonna take the plasma cutter, make these couple straight cuts out of this thing, and then we'll get the bolt and everything together. So. All right, let's go back here to the back of the Jeep and we'll see if we can explain this. Going down. Let's see if we can explain this. So, we are now under the Jeep. Right here's the back tire. Right here, get you back here where you can see. Again, back tire's right here. Right here, there's a bolt that comes down through the frame. This is a previous bolt. I just put a longer one in. And there's an identical one on the opposite side, over this way, over that way. And this metal bracket, I gotta go drill more holes yet, but this metal bracket that I made here is going to bolt onto those bolts like getting down through there. Come on. There we go. Alright, so it'll bolt on like such. This big heavy metal bracket will go on here. There's my. We'll go on here this way, like so. And then right here, and again over right here, these little brackets that I bent up. Oh, I even got the right one. Look at that. We'll go up through there, catch that bolt up in there, which I'll show you in a minute, and then bolt right there. And I'll keep this thing from being able to pull that way. And then I got another one for the other side. So again, those will go, that bracket will mount back there where I just showed you, and then right up. I don't know if you can see it or not. I don't think you can. See if I can get the light on it. Let's get this thing out of the way. And it'll mount right up onto that one. It goes on here like this. I'm going to clamp this on here in a second. And every one of these holes have to be transferred over this heavy steel. So not my finest moment. Apparently when I went from the Jeep over here back to the table and clamped things together, I don't know, I had my left hand crossing my right and my right eye closed, and I was standing on my left foot and looking over my right shoulder at the same time, because I had this thing twisted backward, upside down, and it was all kinds of kerflooey. So I had to go back through, and you'll see now that there's a hole here, that the other hole's over here. So no way they're gonna line up. And I said, you know what? This thing's not gonna pull anything that weighs that much. So we're just gonna skip that. I got these two lined up anyway. I got these two to line up with just a little bit of, I don't know, overboring, I guess. So we're just gonna go with that. But I have it on here the right way now. So I can go in and bolt it on. Let's go down here and bolt this thing. Well, let's tighten this up. And then we'll go down and bolt that on. All right, let's go down here and bolt this thing up and see if we can get it right. On, I don't know, the third or fourth try here. It goes on there. So. Let's see, this goes this way. That way. I'd give you a better view, but I honestly can't see anything either. We got the brackets rebent and new holes, and we're just getting the last one tightened down. Nothing too spectacular there. Okay, so this is what we're gonna mount our, this is what we're gonna bring a plate off of here, basically a tongue off of here to with a hole in it that the cart will be able to hook to. I just have to bring it out far enough to clear the rear tire. So let's get that mounted back on there so we can see how far it is. So. Okay, so on the edge there, 6 3/4 cap it. So come off of that. I need a piece that is. Right, we have that piece cut. We're just going to do a quick tack on it. Do a quick tack on it, you're clamped in there at the right spot. We're just going to tack in a couple spots real quick, and then we will unbolt this whole thing as a unit and finish welding it. Then I'll have to strip it down and paint it up. So let's get her tacked up real quick. Watch your eyes. Well, it's the next morning. We got the hitch bracket pulled off, and we're just gonna finish welding it up here and clean it up and paint it. Get it reinstalled. All right, so let's give this a chance to cool down, and we'll come back through and sand her up a little bit and spray it. Both sides, top, bottom, back, front, all sprayed up. Just wait for it to dry. Get her bolted back on. Give it a try. Okay. there you have it. Hitch in and installed. Hardly even notice it's there. Now the wife is able to pull her little yard cart around, which should, you know, happy wife, happy life. Well, that'll do it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please consider hitting that like button. Also consider hitting that subscribe button. Both go a long way to helping the channel. Both cost you nothing. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.